Resolved, all schools should have year-round schooling. Have you ever wanted to change your C-minus grading class up to an A? If our district makes the switch to year-round schooling, then that could be possible. According to Frederick M. Hess, during the summer break, students tend to lose academic knowledge, which will make students fall behind. Falling behind can lead to having things being retaught, which will make everybody else fall behind. Also, during the summertime, most students spend the day home alone, and students are actually safer at school than they are at home alone. A fourth grade teacher whose district made the switch to year-round schooling stated that his classes used to spend the whole month of December just reviewing the lessons that they learned before the summer. However, after the district made the switch, they dove right into the lessons that they left off before one of the 3 read quicks. Based on my research, creating a more balanced school calendar is a critical investment that better prepares kids to be more successful and happy in life. If we had a more balanced calendar, then that increases the chances of kids going off to college, finding a good job, and being successful. Studies show that other countries with year-round schooling have significantly higher test scores than other countries that don't support year-round schooling. As stated by opposing viewpoints, even teachers are getting fired because they aren't getting in the teaching that they need, which is a big problem. This is not fair to the teachers because it's not their fault that it's a short school year. I have noticed before that students and teachers seem very stressed out about school, and the weekends sometimes don't cut it. If we had year-round schooling, then our vacation time would be staggered, so we don't have to wait a whole year for a big break. Let's face it, the thought of 3 months off is pretty exciting, but after reading the same book 4 times, watching every episode of Gossip Girl, and sitting in front of the TV in the summer heat, we all get bored. And with year-round schooling, we wouldn't get as bored because breaks are only 3 weeks, where you probably won't run out of things to do. Because of kids losing knowledge, kids needing to be successful, teachers being fired because of short years, and the summer boredom, I think that the school should change the school's policy to year-round schooling for the benefit of students and teachers.
My opponent may say that students tend to lose academic knowledge over the summer months. But I disagree with this because in an article the author has said you can lose memory over any period of time. Students can lose memory of some learning within 2 to 3 weeks. So 2 to 3 months of summer wouldn't change much for the students' knowledge. Therefore, shorter breaks throughout the year wouldn't increase much of the students' knowledge, so summer vacation shouldn't be taken away.
Honestly, who would really want to give up summer, laying on a beach or having fun, instead of sitting at school, getting hand cramps just by writing and taking hard tests? Year-round school is not a good idea because it costs too much, causes families distress and problems within their schedule. And it doesn't take 2 or 3 months to lose memory, it only takes 2 or 3 weeks to forget new information learned. So you would need to review the first major problem with year-round schooling is that it costs too much, like I said before. Did you know that year-round school costs at least $3 million and as much as $33 million? And with that money, you could buy something for your school that would be helpful in daily use. But thanks to air conditioning, extra transportation, lunch costs, and a lot more expenses, it is impossible to buy anything that will help you learn. The next major disadvantage is it causes families to stress and creates problems within their schedule. We know this because parents and kids may have different work schedules. And those working parents need to scramble for a daycare while they are on their breaks. Also during the breaks, step parents want to spend time with their step kids so they can get closer to each other and so the kid or kids will not be afraid of your step parent if your parent chose to get married with them. And what happens if your parents are divorced and live a long ways from each other? Year-round school is not ideal in a situation like this because it doesn't allow for a long period of time with the parent that lives a long way from the child's residence. So the breaks will only be 2 or 3 weeks if you attend year-round. But in a traditional school setup, it allows you to spend more time with the parent that lives farther away in that period of time. Parent and the kid or kids, they can do more activities together, do hobbies together, spend more time with each other, but overall, it will create a closer bond together. And creating a better bond will come from keeping the traditional school setup because it allows a longer break in the summer, which is approximately 3 months. Due to all year-round school household, it causes families distress. To all kids who attend year-round, school, and the parents whose kids attend year-round school. Stressing out over year-round schooling is very unnecessary, and stressed out parents and kids will guarantee a night of stress, grumpiness, and leads to a night with no fun and no good times with family. Another major setback to year-round schooling is it doesn't take 2 or 3 months to lose the memory of new information learned. It only takes 2 or 3 weeks. A lot of research on opposing viewpoints, they said it's a waste of time reviewing every 6 weeks. And every kid says it is a waste of time, a review, and it's also very boring because every kid wants to learn something new and not relearn everything twice, like year-round school attendance. Besides, who really wants to review every 6 weeks versus the traditional school year, which only needs to review twice, which is after winter break and after the summer break, which year-round school attendees won't have. But each time we review, we could have learned something new. During the research, we found a lot of information to see how bad year-round school is. My perspective of year-round school is it's the most awful plan because the superintendents don't realize how much we have going on. For example, your parents are divorced and live further away, so year-round schooling takes away the time to be spent with families. Another is we may not want to be in school the whole year. We can learn outside the class. They need to figure out the students just don't learn in the classrooms. They learn outside of the classroom. Staying in the classroom, we might know as much as we do now because we learn a lot outside of school. Another reason year-round school is an off idea is all of the short breaks. It probably sounds good, but short breaks go by fast. And you're having so much fun during the break, and then you need to return to school. And returning to school is very difficult. From my perspective, there is a lot of different reasons why year-round schooling is the most awful idea. In conclusion, traditional school setup will be more beneficial to all parents and students rather than year-round school. The children who attend traditional schools, when the final bell rings this school year, our classmates will know that the real summer vacation has come, unlike the kids who attend year-round school. So would you really want to be at school sitting in a desk, taking hard tests, getting hand cramps instead of summer breaks and having a blast during a few breaks? So say no to year-round schooling.
Our opponents say that memory can be lost in just a matter of weeks and that school would cost way too much. But we think that in today's environment, it is critical to have a great education for all students. A simple conclusion to having a good education is simply adding year-round school into a student's life. In our debate, we talked about how adding year-round school usually doesn't add any more extra school days to the year. You still have as many days as you usually would, but your learning time wouldn't be disrupted by a long summer break. You would have longer breaks during the year instead of taking months off during the summer. Also, that adding year-round school is a critical investment that better prepares students to be successful, because in the future when you have a career, you won't get month-long breaks in the summer. If we so happen to add year-round school, we would help out students by making it easier to learn, because they won't have to relearn everything after a long summer. Our research shows that teachers keep on losing their jobs because of their lack in teaching hours. Over 100,000 teaching jobs have been cut in just the last year. Without teachers, students can't be given the amount of knowledge they need to be successful in the future. According to Frederick M. Hess, during summer break, students lose academic knowledge, including their academic rounds. Even other countries are scoring much higher test scores than the United States because of their involvement in year-round schooling. And according to our research, it is giving the United States a bad reputation on their education. Therefore, year-round schooling is a must-have if we want to keep teacher jobs, keep students on track, and lastly, having a successful future for